Hi children, today we shall discuss about the Newton's laws of motion. Newton's laws of motion. A very interesting topic in our physics because so many physical concepts are linked up with the Newton because he invented so many formulae. He discovered so many formulae. So like that one, Newton proposed about the three laws about the motion of the bodies. So before Newton, there were two more scientists, Aristotle. What Aristotle said? Earthly existing bodies, whichever the body is on the earth, must and should be in rest. Every body in the universe, whichever it is being connected with the earth, it must be in rest. So, but earthly body means body is at rest. So, whichever moving on the earth, after so much time, definitely it has to come to rest only. That is Aristotle said. Right? So Galileo, another scientist, Galileo, he said that whenever a body is moving, it is continuously moving unless a force can be stopped that one. For example, we throw a ball on the ground. The ball, we let it be go. So if the ball is dropped from this inclination, what happened? This ball will come down and let it go like this. But after how long time it can go? At somewhere else it has to come to rest. Why? Because the ball is obstructed by the ground. There is a frictional force. And that frictional force will stop the body. So like that, every body in the universe, whichever is in continuous motion, it will be in continuous motion unless an external force can be stopped that one. That is the Galileo statement. And based on this Aristotle and the Galileo statement, the Newton proposed that one, three laws. Right? The Newton's laws are very important in this one. First law is what? It said the necessity of the force. Necessity of the force. Now, what is the requirement of the force? To move the body or to stop the body. What is the requirement of the force? It was explained by first law. What second law explained? The second law explained the definition of the force. How we can define the force. The exact definition of the force is given by the second law. Now the third law, it is given by application of the force. Application of force. So these are the Newton's three laws in this particular chapter. And further in detail we can go. What is first law? What is second law? What is third law? Right? So because there is a vast explanation, vast detailed description about these three laws are given in this chapter. So in detail we can go that one. So how the first law, now we can elaborate on it. First law, what is the importance? Necessity of the force. Second law, definition of the force. Third law, application of the force. Now, we will learn that Newton's first law. Here, necessity of the force. For example, here, if I keep the duster on this table, for example, I kept the duster or a body block on the table. How long this duster will be remains there? Years together maybe. Right? Even years may complete, the duster never move from there. Duster may not ask us, please move me, please push me from here to somewhere else. It won't ask. Right? Itself it cannot move. Any body, ఏ వస్తువైనా కూడా ప్రపంచంలో తనకు తాను మోయక కాదు. So here also this object should move from rest to motion, or for example a car is moving. If the vehicle is continuously moving, right, it is in motion like this. So will it come to rest? How it comes to rest? By applying the brakes. Without brakes we cannot stop this car. Right? That means the car itself won't come to rest without any external force. Right? So that is why the tendency into original nature, tendency of a body to oppose the change of state. That is rest or motion, you can say. Either of this rest or motion, the body itself, it cannot be changed. Right? Tendency means the original nature anamata. దానికి అది మార్చుకోలేదు. రెస్ట్ లో ఉంటే మోషన్ లోకి వెళ్ళదు, మోషన్ లో ఉంటే రెస్ట్ లోకి వెళ్ళదు. రైట్? ఇక్కడ తనకు తానుగా మార్చుకోలేని ఏదైతే అశక్తత ఉంటుందో దట్ ఈస్ నోన్ యాజ్ ది ఇనర్షియా. వాట్ we can call inertia. That means the nature of opposing the change of state, or we can write the nature of a body to oppose the change of state. Oppose the change of state, you can say. Here this is called inertia. Right? And inertia is nothing but the first one. The necessity of the force we are seeing. If the body wants to move from rest to motion, a force is required. Right? It is rest to motion. Now here the braking force is required. The body wants to change from motion to rest. Here the requirement of the force is required. That is external force is required. Otherwise, this Newton's first law of motion we can state also, if a body said to be at rest, it will be in rest. It will be in rest. Or if a body said to be in state of motion, it will be in continuous state of motion, unless an external force acts on it. So here this will be the Newton's first law statement. If a body is said to be in rest, it will be in rest only. Rest lo ఉన్న object rest లోనే ఉంటుంది. State of motion లో ఉన్న body state of continuous motion లోనే ఉంటుంది. ఎప్పటి వరకు? Unless an external force may act upon it. You see here, the body force is applied, then the body changes from rest to motion. Here the body is in motion because of applying the braking force. external force, the body comes from motion to rest. So what is required here? Force is required to change the state of motion or state of rest. That is known as what? Inertia. Right? For example, here we can say a small object is there. This is, for example, it is 50 grams. Right? Here 5000 kg is a huge rock there. Very huge rock on the ground. Right? Now here, can a JCB can use here to move the 50 grams? Here just one finger touch is enough to move this object. Right or not? If this is the force. Now here, a larger force is required, at least one crowbar where the gadapar batti then move the pool. అట్లాగే ఈ ఫోర్స్ అక్కడ వాడుతున్నాం, ఈ ఫోర్స్ ఇక్కడ వాడుతున్నాం. ఎందుకు? ప్రపోర్షనేట్ టు దట్ మాస్. రైట్ అన్న? యాజ్ పర్ ద మాస్ ఇట్ హ్యాస్ ఇట్స్ ఎబిలిటీ. మాస్ ఎక్కువ ఉందనుకోండి దాని దగ్గర పోతుంది కాదు, తక్కువ ఉన్నా మూవ్ కాదు. కానీ తక్కువ మాస్ పైన ఎక్కువ ఫోర్స్ యూజ్ చేయలేము, ఎక్కువ మాస్ పైన తక్కువ ఫోర్స్ యూజ్ చేయలేము. దేర్ఫోర్ whatever the force is there, it is proportional to mass. Therefore, what I can say, inertia is always be proportional to mass of the object. Mass of the object. If the huge mass is there, its inertia is very huge. If the mass is very less, its inertia is less. You can say. Inertia under opposing nature. The body does just move, it cannot move itself. Right or not? So whenever it is coming, hey, you please stop. When a bike is coming, for example, a ball is rolling on the ground, please ball stop there, please ball stop there. If you cannot, even if you may command also, the ball won't come to rest. Force is required. Right or not? So the inability of the body to change the rest to motion or motion to rest is called inertia, you can say. Now here what we can say? Mass is the measure of inertia. Measure of inertia, you can say. Right. This is. Now we will learn types of inertia. Types of inertia. So there are the three types of inertia there. For that case, we will take one fundamental example. For example, you people are going for excursion on this vehicle. This vehicle may have the wheels but no boundaries. The driver could have the right. Is very anxiety to drive this vehicle. And if you people are standing on this one, enjoying the ride over the granite line, and the line. That specialty? No doors, no windows, nothing, no seats. Right. So in this way, when you are climbed over that vehicle, and the vehicle is suddenly started by the driver because of excitement. What happened about you? You will be fall backward direction. Better now. You will be fall backward if the driver starts suddenly forward, because their feet is rest along with the vehicle, but remaining body is not contact with the lorry. Better. So that means this particular part wants to be in rest only. This feet is going along with the line. Then you will be falling backward. Bike మీద కూర్చున్న మనకి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉంటుంది. బైక్ సడన్ గా స్టార్ట్ చేసేప్పుడు Bus lo kuda experience. So this kind of part is nothing but inertia of rest. For example, even one bottle you can take. Bottle. So one paper you can keep over there, right? A coin is there. So this is the bottle nozzle. So if the paper suddenly pulls, then the coin will be falls here itself. Because coin can but coin wants to be at rest. Right or not? So after bathing, what happens when you rub your hair with the towel? The towel is wet enough. Then what you will do? You will be wave the towel with a jerk. What happened? All the water droplets are falling like shower there itself. But the towel is moving forward. That is also inertia of rest. If you want to remove the dust from a carpet, what you will do? You will take a long stick and you will hit the carpet. The carpet will move, but the dust will fall there itself. These are all the examples of inertia of rest. Because rest lo nundi object motion loki poleni paristhithi annamata. That is called inertia of rest. Next thing em chedam, the vehicle is taken, this one. Vehicle suddenly applies the brakes. Brakes suddenly apply chesindi. Appudu em avutundi paristhithi? You will be fall forward. Right or not? So you don't want to change that state of motion to rest annamata. Motion lo already unnadu. Manam పరిగెత్తుకొస్తున్నాం. స్పీడ్ గా పరిగెత్తుకొచ్చి ఒకటేసారి లెగ్స్ ఎత్తే ఇట్లా ఫాల్ అవ్వాలి. మనం ముందు పడిపోయాం. ఎందుకంటే బాడీ ఈజ్ కంటిన్యూస్లీ ఇన్ మోషన్. It cannot be changed immediately to rest. So it wants to be continuous in the motion. That is why it is falling forward. Driver sudden application brake. మీరందరూ ముందు పడిపోయారు. That is because of inertia of motion. అంటే మోషన్ ను మార్చుకోలేని పరిస్థితి అన్నమాట. First one, inertia of rest. Second one, if the moving body suddenly stops, then we fall forward. ఇది బస్సులో మనకి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉంటుంది. బస్ డ్రైవర్ సడన్ గా బ్రేక్ అప్లై చేస్తే మనం ఫ్రంట్ సీట్ ని కిల్ చేస్తాం. అంతే కదా? రైట్. The one more incident, what I can say, when you are taking a sudden turn, if the vehicle taking a sudden turn, but అప్పుడు మీరందరూ ఏం చేస్తారు? అందరూ రోడ్డు మీద పడిపోతారు. Why? Because your direction is continuous. The lorry has taken the sudden turn. You don't want to change your direction. So that is called inertia of direction. Inertia of direction. So these are the three types of inertia. Inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. Right? And this is about the first law of motion.